Today, we will start with the fifth session of database concept chapter. Already we explained regarding what do you mean by data, information, data processing cycle, the stages under data processing cycle, the difference between manual as well as electronic data processing. What do you mean by DBMS, that is database management system? What are the advantages in DBMS we have? That is centralized data management, data can be shared, data security will be there, data independence. Then with that we have backup, that are the few advantages under DBMS. Then with that we explain who are the users of DBMS. When we come on DBMS users, the end user, the final one, the one who uses that is end user, the system analyst, the one who takes the requirement from the end user, then database administrator, the one who controls all these things, then database designer. The database designer, the one who creates the structure of this database. Whereas database management system is nothing but it is a software used to manage, manipulate, update, create all this data in a database. It is nothing but it is a software used to manage the data which is present in the database. Then what do you mean by database? Database is a collection of related files. Database is a collection of related files, or we can say it is a collection of related tables. Then with that we explained regarding DBMS architecture. When we come on architecture, there are three types of architecture: one-tier architecture, two-tier architecture, as well as three-tier architecture. But we have one more, that is n-tier architecture, but in your syllabus they are given only three: one-tier architecture, two-tier architecture, as well as the three-tier architecture. In one-tier architecture, the users directly sits on DBMS and works on that. In one-tier architecture, the user directly sits on DBMS and works on that. And it will not provide any handy tool to the user. Is it no? That is regarding one-tier architecture. When we come on two-tier architecture, we have two layers. One is client side and one more is server side. In this two-tier architecture, the client having the application programs. They have the programs, application programs they have. With the help of that application program, they will access the data which is present on DBMS through ODBC. That is Open Database Connectivity. Andre user ge application program use madkondo. Users have application program. By using that application program, they are accessing the data which is present on database management system. Database alli ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಡೇಟಾನ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ through ODBC, Open Database Connectivity. Okay. Then when we come on three-tier architecture, there we have three layers. One is graphical user interface, program, software. There we have server as well as database server. There also they are accessing the data with the help of the second layer, call it as application server. Now is it clear? Today we have to start with the next concept, call it as data independence. What do you mean by this? Data independent. Data independent. What do you mean by this? Independent or independence? What do you mean by this data independence? Already we explained regarding the levels. Especially we explained in data abstraction. There are three levels. One is internal level, conceptual level, as well as external level. That I am to recall. Then it will be easy for you to understand data independence. For example, in data abstraction, we have internal level. Here it is connected to database. This internal level connected to conceptual level, and it is connected to external level, internal level, conceptual level, and it is connected to external level. External level. See, in internal level, it mainly deals with the physical structure, where exactly physically the data is present. It is also called as physical level. In this, it mainly deals with the physical place where exactly the data is present in the database. Whereas conceptual level is mainly deals with the structure of the data, the relationship of the data, which are the data we have, which data type it is, how exactly it is working, what is the relationship that regarding that it deals. Whereas external level is also called as view level, how the user will view the data. Whereas data independence is nothing but changing at one level without affecting in another level. That is nothing but data independence. It is nothing but ability of a database to change at one level without affecting in another level. It is a ability. It is a ability of a database to change at one level without affecting another level. This is regarding data independence. It is the ability of a database. It is the ability of a database to modify, to change at one level without affecting in another level. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಒಂದು ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗದೆ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ನಾವೆಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು? ಡೇಟಾ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್. ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೂ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್. One is physical level independence and one more is logical level independence. Physical independence, physical independence, and the second one is logical independence. Then what do you mean by this physical level independence? It's the ability to change at internal level, physical level without affecting the conceptual level is called as physical independence. Andre ee internal level anna ನಾವು physical level anta kuda ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Physical level. Internal level is also called as physical level. If I make any changes in the physical level, that not should be affect to the conceptual level. It is the ability of changing in the physical level without affecting the conceptual level. That is nothing but physical independence. Andre physical level alli change madidru kuda conceptual level ge effect agbardu. Effect agodilla andre ನಾವು ಎಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು? Physical independence anta karibodu. Then what do you mean by this logical independence? By its ability of changing at conceptual level without affecting the external level. ಈ conceptual level alli ಈ logic idana, this conceptual level is also called as logical level. Logical level. If I make some changes in the logical level without affecting the external level, then it can be called it as logical independence. Now is it clear? Once again I am to recall. For example, we have ground floor. This is ground floor. Consider this is ground floor. This is first floor. This is second floor. Ground floor, first floor, second floor. Building anta consider ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಈ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಇದೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಇದೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಇದೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾನು ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನೇ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಡೆದಾಕೋದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಟ್ಟೋದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬೈ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್, if it is not affecting the conceptual level, then it can be called as physical independence. Now is it clear? ಅಂದರೆ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನೇ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅದು ಯಾವ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಷುಯಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ಗೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ physical independence. Now is it clear? Next, when we come on logical independence, if it's the ability of a database by making changes in conceptual level without affecting the external level is called it as physical logical independence. Now is it clear? ಅಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನೇ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೊಡೆದಾಕಿ ಏನೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ಗೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾ ಎಂತ ಕರಿಬೋದು, ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅಂದರೆ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇ ಹೊಡೆದಾಕಿ ಏನೇ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ಗೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್. ನಾವು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಹೊಡೆದಾಕೋದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾ ಏನೇ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ independence. Now is it clear? These are the two types of data independence. Next, we will explain regarding the file organization. File organization. What do you mean by this? File organization. File organization. File organization is nothing but how the records are arranged in a database. How exactly on which way it is arranged. That can be called as file organization. In file organization we have several types, but here syllabus they are given 3 types. One is serial file organization. Second one, direct file organization. Serial file organization, direct file organization, and the last one is index sequential file organization. Index sequential file organization. Index sequential file organization. We can say sequential or serial file organization. First we will explain regarding the serial file organization. When we come on file organization, there are 3 types: sequential, direct, or we can say it as random also. Random file organization. And the last one is index sequential file organization. File organization ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಫೈಲಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಡೇಟಾ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡೀಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಫೈಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್. In serial file organization, all the records are arranged one after the another. In sequential or in serial file organization, all the records are arranged one after the another. Records are arranged one after another. One after another. Records are arranged one after another. That can be called as serial or sequential file organization. Then what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages under this we will get? When you come on serial file organization, the cost wise it is very less. Now already you come to know in serial, first record, above that second, third, fourth, one by one all the records are arranged. Then what are the advantages under this? It is very easy. Is it no? ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಅರೌಂಡ್ 30 ರೂಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಯಾರೊಬ್ಬರು ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಮಗ ಅಥವಾ ಮಗಳನ್ನ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೂಮಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ ಯಾರು ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ತನ್ನ ಮಗನೋ ಮಗಳೋ ಅಲ್ವೋ ಅಂತ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಥರ್ಡ್, 1 by 1 ಎಂಟೈರ್ ರೂಮ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಂಟೈರ್ ರೂಮ್ 1 by 1 ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸಿಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಮೂವ್ ಟು ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ರೂಮ್. 1 by 1 ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಫುಲ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಟಿಲ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್ 1 by 1. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ರೂಮಲ್ಲೂ ಸಿಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಥರ್ಡ್ ರೂಮ್, ಫೋರ್ತ್ ರೂಮ್, ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು 30th ರೂಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೂಮಲ್ಲೂ 1 by 1 ಸಿಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ರೂಮ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆನ್ ರೂಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ 30, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ರೂಮ್, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ ತಮ್ಮ ಮಗ ಅಥವಾ ತಮ್ಮ ಮಗಳಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ then it can be called as worst case. Whereas in serial file organization, it happens in the same way. It will check first candidate, second, third, 1 by 1 because all the records are arranged one after the another. In serial, we may going to get best case also. Worst case yavaga heltivi, last candidate, last student or maga magalagidre worst case. Best case anta yavaga heltivi, first candidate, first student or maga athwa magalagidre best case anta heltivi. Then average case, in between madhyadalli ellaru sikkidre ನಾವು average case anta heltivi. Whereas in serial file organization, all the records are arranged one after the another. That's why here the cost wise it is very less. Maintenance is also very less. Cost is less, maintenance is also less, and with that for storage purpose we are using magnetic tape. Magnetic tape na use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. For storage purpose we are using the magnetic tape. For the sake the cost is very less. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹಳೆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಟೇಪ್ ರಿಕಾರ್ಡರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಆ ಟೇಪ್ ರಿಕಾರ್ಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಾಂಗ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸಾಂಗು, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸಾಂಗು, ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಸಾಂಗು. ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡು ಅಥವಾ ರಿವೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲ ಲೆಕ್ಕ, ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, ಥರ್ಡ್. ನನಗೆ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸಾಂಗ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒಂದು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ಟು ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸಾಂಗ್. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ನೋ? ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡು ಮಾಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ. Whereas generally how it will work, if I want to get the 6th song, first, second, third, fourth, fifth only I can get. That means all the records are arranged one after the another. If I want to insert any record, at the end only I can able to insert. In between I cannot able to insert any records. Now is it clear? All the records are arranged one after the another. Cost wise it is very less. Maintenance also very easy. For storage purpose, magnetic tapes are used, and with that here maintenance is also very easy. If I want to insert a record, at the end only I can able to insert. In between I cannot able to insert. In between directly I cannot able to access. That is regarding sequential file organization. The second one, direct file organization, or we can say it as random file organization. In direct access, we can directly access whichever record we want. The name itself, it is telling you. Directly we can able to access whichever record we want. Whereas in serial file organization, we are using magnetic tape. Magnetic tape as a storage media. Whereas here in direct file organization, we are using magnetic disk. Magnetic disk we are using for storage of data. In direct file organization, records are arranged randomly. Records are arranged randomly. Random ಆಗಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Now is it clear? Parents ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. Parents ಬಂದವರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಮಗ ಅಥವಾ ಮಗಳು ಯಾವ ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಆ ರೂಮ್ಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Directly they can get the particular record whichever they want directly. Whereas in sequential, one after the another record has to be accessed. Is it no? In direct file organization, directly whichever record we want, that record we can able to access. Now is it clear? With that, here when they come on cost wise, the cost of direct file organization is more here. Cost wise it is more. Whereas in serial, cost wise it is less. Because here we are using magnetic disks as a storage device. Magnetic tape ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನನ್ನ CD ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. CD ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನನಗೆ ಯಾವ ಸಾಂಗ್ ಬೇಕೋ ಆ ಸಾಂಗನ್ನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಟೇಪ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಸೆಟ್, ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಸೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಾಂಗ್ ಆದ ನಂತರನೇ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸಾಂಗು, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸಾಂಗು, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಫೋರ್ತ್. ಆದರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಚ್ ಎವರ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು access. That is regarding direct file organization. Now is it clear? And the last one is index sequential file organization. The last one is index sequential file organization. Whereas it will combine both the features of sequential as well as direct file organization. Is index sequential file organization ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಒಂದು ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್. ಇಟ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ಸ್ ಬೋತ್ ದ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ serial and direct file organization. It combines both the features of sequential as well as direct file organization. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ನ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿ ಅನದರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್. As well as if I want, I can able to access whichever record I want, that record also I can able to access. But here we have two tables. For example, one is index table and one more is main table. In this way, extra space compared to direct file organization, this required more space. Cost wise also more, but that it requires more space. Because here what happens, we need two tables. One is index table and one more is main table. Whereas in main table all the records are arranged. In index table it will contain where exactly the data is present. ಈಗ ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಟೇಬಲ್? ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಕು ಯಾವ ಪೇಜಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಹಿಯರ್ we have one index table. That index table contains where exactly the record is present. Is it no? Here it requires extra space compared to direct file organization, because here it shows one is index table and one more is main table. With the help of index table, it can able to access the records directly. Here first it will see the index table where exactly that particular record is present. Then it will go to the main table. There it will access all the records whichever it wants. Now is it clear? These are the few file organization: serial, direct, index. Now I am to recall whatever thing today we explained. One is independence, that is data independence. It's the ability of a database to change at one level without affecting another level. Two types under this. One is physical level independence and the second one is logical level independence. In physical, it's the ability of a database to change at physical level without affecting conceptual level is called it as physical level independence. When they come on logical level independence, by making changes at logical without affecting the external level is called it as logical independence. When they come on file organization, it is nothing but how all the records are stored in database. Three types of file organization: serial, direct as well as index file organization. In serial, records are arranged one after the another. In between we don't have any space. If I want to insert the record, at the end only I can able to insert. If I want to access any record, from the beginning only I have to access, and cost wise it is less. Maintenance also very easy, and with that we are using the storage media as magnetic tape. When they come on direct file organization, all the records are arranged random format. All the records are arranged random format. Whichever record I want, that record I can able to access easily without searching from the beginning. And here the cost wise it is more here compared to serial file organization. And here we are using the magnetic disk as the storage media. And the last one, index sequential file organization. It combines both the features of serial file organization as well as direct file organization. In this we have two tables, two items we have. One is index table and one more is main table. And in index table it contains where exactly the record is present, that address it contains. Whereas in the main table it contains the actual information. With the help of index table we are accessing, and cost wise also it is more, and with that space requirement also more compared to direct file organization. It combines both the features. If I want, I can access in serial wise. If I want, I can able to access in random format also. Whichever way I want, I can use in this index sequential file organization. Now is it clear for all of you? Thank you. Next class, we will meet with one more concept of the same chapter.